Okay, what I've been doing with Squealy P Chop, that's his name. If you watch the video, you'd see why I named him that. But what I've been doing is been taking a brush. It's just a pet grooming brush, what I like to use. You can see the eyes aren't tucked yet. I just been positioning the form, the skin around the form, and I slicked his hair back. But now I'm going to show you that when I get in the right position, just take high pressure air. Probably got this on about 120 psi, and it's going to blow them out some more. And taxidermy is a process. I teach a bunch of classes. People say, wow, that looks great. And it's something I just mounted. Well, there's a lot more work to go. It's a process. But go on to one thing, to the next, to the next. This form, this alteration itself, probably took me over 3 hours of work. I mean, cutting, I got a nice drastic neck. His thing is a lot more drastic than what it was. I mean, in these boar, you gotta install either your real tusks or your artificial ones. So, okay, everything's lined up good. Of course, he'll need some more grooming, more blowing out, all that good stuff. But you could start at this point. It's all stapled down, so we can start wherever we like. You know, I like to have these with an alert type of look to them. So, anyways, we'll go and work with that, and we'll fix his ears, and we'll get those set where they go. What I'm going to show you next, what I like to do is grab a stool with my tucking tools, okay? And this is a reproduction nose. And you can see the tusks and everything are in place here. Gonna have to maybe just add a little bit of clay, and it's closed mouth. But like I said, it's pretty deceptive because you gotta still have this mouth here a little bit open. So, and we might have a little too much here, and I could take the scalpel and trim it. That's not a big deal. Not worried about that right now, but and we might need to put some clay in there as well. Okay, but what's nice about these mounting stands is you can move your specimen wherever you need to. We got plenty of, I checked the eye to nose several times here, so I know we have plenty. Okay, I actually just I can feel where that ear goes right now. Okay, so you could put that there. That's where his ear should go. I could feel that clay now in there that I put in there. Okay. Again, it's a process. At this point, if I wanted to leave for today and come back tomorrow, I could put a bag over his head, like just a grocery bag. Okay. Now, I'm just positioning the eye skin so I could start tucking the inner eye skin into it. Okay. So what I'm doing now, I'm just slowly and carefully. Now there's hide paste all over the place, so I'm just carefully taxing that where it goes. Okay. Another thing that's handy is to have your iPad handy, laptop, whatever you have. Okay. And I use this for every critter I mount. I'll use my iPad, and you can see here's a wild boar's nose. Okay, you can see that photo there. Okay, so the clay work is already done, but you can see they have a very deep trough on the front here, which is right here. Okay, so going to tuck that front in there. Okay, I'm going to keep that coracle shape. Okay, and what I like to use is insect pins. Okay, I like to anchor the coracle, the front corner, with a pin. Okay, some people might not like to do that, but that's the only part we really know where it's going to go. So I'm going to put a pin right through that. Okay, now just moving our skin in position. I'm going to open this inner eye skin, okay, just like so. And there's a lot of extra high paste, all that. We're going to work that through. Okay, now I got the front anchored. Going to take this inner eye skin and tuck the back in. Okay, now here's the top. Here we go. Now the only part left, you guessed it, is the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to pull this inner eye skin. Okay, just like so. Boars are pretty neat animals. They have quite large eyes compared to a bear. Creatures of that similar size. Okay, so this is just what I call a basic tuck to this eye. Okay, and I'm going to show you here. We're just going to get, we can get some Windex, and we could get our paintbrush here, China bristled paintbrush. Okay, this eye is going to be very, very soft for 3-4 days in New York. So like I said, just going to put a basic shape to it, not going to fiddle with it too much. But you can see the eyelashes are nice. And you could do a lot of this with just a paintbrush, a Q-tip. You can, we just want to basically tuck that inner skin in, okay? Now, we could try to put a little bit of detail in this. I'm looking at this eye right now off my iPad, okay? And we want to replicate what's in there, but you'll see that this is very, very soft right now, okay? But we put a little bit of a lid in there. And I'm looking at this other detail. Going to put a little bit of that in there, but basically you're going to be wasting quite a bit of time. But that looks good for now. And like I said, we have plenty of time here, okay? Let's get on to the next eye. Same thing. Old Squealy P coming back to life here. Glorioso Wildlife Mounts. Okay, Squealy. If you watch the video, it's on my YouTube channel, Nicky G 123 100. This boar came in with about 8 more boars. Okay, and they must have caught our scent. Last minute type of deal. They must have caught our scent. And, well, put it this way, they weren't going to stick around too much longer. So, when they got by the stand that we're at, they started running. And had the muzzleloader, 50 cal muzzleloader, 240 grain hollow point, and the only real shot I had was it was walking pretty briskly, but it's still the only shot I had as they were going away from us, and got a good shot. Okay. So the coracle is anchored, okay, same thing. Stretching the eye skin, okay. Now, this is the the inner eye skin here. I like to leave, oh, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch or so. I like to pull all this eye material out. And these eyelids are split. Okay. Okay, so, okay, you can open that up just like so. Now, the front is tucked, so I need to go after the back corner. So, going to carefully push this back corner in. Now we could go for the top. Okay. And again, you can adjust these eyelids. I'm going to go for the bottom. Just starting to get a basic shape to it. Okay. Has a little fleshing hole in the back there. Real tiny fleshing hole. But I'm just going to push this pin in just to anchor it up here. Okay. Again, I'll push a little lid in here. It's not like it has to stay in there. But I'll just push a little bit of a lid. Okay. Now we can take our, you can see how squinty that looks. Well, we need to push that up, but anyways, we'll take this. And I love using these China bristle paint brushes for this. Again, we're not going to put a great deal of detail into them right now. Going to take a bunch of hours for this thing to even think about starting to dry. So, okay. But we're doing here just cleaning off the eye. Everything's tucked pretty nice. And again, we'll use our reference. You can do a lot with this Q-tip here. Just molding around the eye, just like so. Okay, we'll get on the nose.